History was made tonight. Andy Ruiz went Viva Mexico tonight, and he knocked the spark out of Anthony Joshua all the way back to the UK. Now, you don't judge a book by its cover, and definitely a lot of people who judged Ruiz by his physique, so did Anthony Joshua. Even though Anthony Joshua is cut like that, but he ain't cut like that mentally. Like I said, he weak mentally. Boxing is 10% physical and 90% mental. Even though Anthony Joshua got that physical, Ruiz Ortiz had that mental. His mind got that muscle. Talking about Ruiz. Now Ruiz, like I said, he went all out tonight. Anthony Joshua, I don't even know where to start. The dude quit in the ring. He turned his back on the referee. He went to the ropes. The referee kept telling him, come over here. He didn't want to come over there. And then he's going to say after the fight, I wanted to continue. No, the hell you didn't, man. You quit. You quit in the ring. Like I said, he was talking about, he just came from Florida. He thought Ruiz was sweet. He thought Ruiz was sweet, man. Like I said, you don't judge a book by its cover. And shit, he thought he was getting the Cat in the Hat book. Shit, he ended up getting Hardy Potter book that he couldn't read. Now, what's up with all the Anthony Joshua fans? Where they at now? What y'all got to say? I kept telling y'all, Anthony Joshua don't want no smoke with Wilder. The reason why, he got no defense. He get tired. He chinny. So what make you think he want to fight somebody who fast as hell, got a lot more reach than him, got one punch knockout power, one of the hardest hitters in boxing history, and also somebody who's faster than him and mentally stronger than him? Like I said, Anthony Joshua lacked mental strength. That's why before the fight, like I said, he was giving Andy Ruiz the belts. I know he was an 11-1 underdog, but so what? You're supposed to have the mindset of Deontay Wilder. When you go in the ring, you want to kill your opponent, God forbid. But that's the mindset you need to have, is a killer or be killed. And you over here giving him your belts, thinking he all sweet and shit. He out here taking your belts. And just like the Drake curse that you said you're going to break, nah, that shit real. Like I said in the past, Conor McGregor, he had Drake in his corner, took 2 L's in one night, could beat his ass, and then he got beat up after the fight, and his whole team got beat up. And now Anthony Joshua, he came to the U.S. We cut different over here. You know what I mean? He found that out quick. He took a big L. First time landing in the U.S. Welcome to America, Anthony Joshua. This ain't the U.K. where you could build up a fake record talking about you get better with time. Nah, you get exposed with time if you're a fraud. Because as the more you step up in competition, the more your flaws show. So you should have been got your payday with Deontay Wilder and let him knock your ass out for a huge payday. Now you can't even make that payday no more. Now we don't even know if you really can actually beat Ruiz in a rematch. Because Ruiz got the wrong style for Anthony Joshua. He a short, compact fighter. Anthony Joshua likes to throw combinations. Ruiz likes to throw combinations. But because he a shorter fighter and got shorter hands, he could get to the target first. Also, he the shorter fighter, so he rather fight in the inside. Also, he got better head movement. Also, he got better chin. Also, he got better balance. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got that tummy, and you know what I'm saying, he be eating tacos all camp, looked like he was eating tacos, coming off a short training camp because he took the fight on short notice, right? That didn't matter because he got better stamina. Anthony Joshua got less stamina because of all that muscle. Ruiz mentally stronger. You see all these advantages that Ruiz has, he is not beating him in a rematch. Not after what I seen tonight, man. He better stay dedicated behind the jab and a right hand all night if he really wanted that chance of winning a fight like that, and try to not punch himself out either, trying to avoid Ruiz all night, because now he knows Ruiz could knock his ass out. Now, like I said, boxing is 10% physical and 90% mental. Now, we know Anthony Joshua doesn't believe in himself even more. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got a psychologist and shit. Like, why would you get that in a fight you was 11-1 favorite? You know what I mean? Like, I understand if you fight Deontay Wilder and you did that, but fighting Ruiz and you got a psychologist to psych you out. And like I said, Anthony Joshua been saying some weird shit for the longest. 1 minute he try to act all confident and shit, and then next minute he sound like he don't believe in himself. 1 minute he talking about he ain't gonna lose. Second minute he talking about he afraid of losing. So you see his mindset, it was all over the place. You know, I don't wish nothing bad on the man, but like I said, when you duck and lie and manipulate the fans, that's what you get. And now they took a huge hit. Eddie Hearn for maneuvering around and all that. Now it ain't a 50 fight no more. Deontay Wilder, the huge A side. That's if Anthony Joshua ever get a shot now. Because if he can never beat Ruiz, now the big fight is between US and Mexico, which is Deontay Wilder versus Ruiz. You know? And now keep in mind, Ruiz is an Al Haymon fighter. He a PBC fighter. So all the belts, guess who have him now? Yeah, PBC. But enough of that talk. We get to that later. Shout out to Ruiz. Viva Mexico tonight. He the first Mexican champion in the heavyweight division. He made history tonight. I witnessed that shit. It was in my lifetime. I mean, we know Mexicans they got champions almost in every weight class, but in the bigger weight divisions, a lot of Mexicans aren't physically past a certain height, so they all normally fight in the lower weight divisions. But Ruiz didn't either, but he be eating good. I tell you that. And he made history, because even though most of his weight is fat, but shit, that fat packed that muscle somewhere in there, man. He got that power and he got that speed. Like I said, you don't judge a book by its cover, and Anthony Joshua did tonight, and he paid for it. But as far as like the fight, you know, they traded knockdowns. Then Ruiz hurt him again. Then in the 7th round, he hurt him again. You know what I'm saying? Dropped him again. And Anthony Joshua turned his back. It was all due to Anthony Joshua training punches at the wrong time and training punches at inside. I know he a combination puncher, but you don't do that versus a shorter fighter who got shorter hands and shorter than you, because he always could catch you and he could always bob and weave on some Mike Tyson shit, because he's a short fighter. That's what that style is made for shorter fighters. As a taller fighter, you're supposed to fight tall. And when the fighter is in the inside of you, you know, you either tie him up or throw a 1-2 and go back to defense. But Anthony Joshua lacked defense. Ruiz had the better positioning. He had better timing and all that. And he was just a better fighter tonight, man. And maybe he might have Anthony Joshua number. That's all. So we'll see, man. With the rematch. Comment below what y'all think about the fight. I know a lot of people didn't see it coming, and a lot of people didn't even watch the fight because they thought Ruiz was such a huge underdog. He took the fight on short notice, and he came and won 3 belts. And no Ortiz right now, and feel like, man, that should have been me in there. So he should have took the fight, but he looked like he already had a fight with Deontay Wilder by then, and he wasn't in a position to. But drop y'all comments below if y'all trying to get smart about a minute. Subscribe below if y'all trying to get dumb about a second. Don't listen to these casual ass fans. And peace. And like I always say, y'all thought this mentally weak person that got exposed as a fraud could beat Wilder? Y'all gotta be kidding me, man. Wilder got that power where the wind of Deontay Wilder punch will knock out Anthony Joshua, let alone the punch itself. Peace. We outie.